It's Rocktails. Didn't think we were going to be doing this show, but I'm so happy that we are. It's been a crazy week. And it feels like so many people finally got to contextualize what an amazing human being my brother is. My brother being Patrick Muldon, not my biological brother. Patrick was more of a brother to me than my biological brother ever was. And it's just cuts deep. So, today is a very special edition of Rock Tales. It's a celebration edition of one of the most incredible humans I've ever had the privilege of knowing. And I am grateful for every second I shared with my brother, Patrick. He meant so much to his family, to my children, and certainly to the most important person in my life, my wife. That is a hole that can't be filled. His loving girlfriend Miriam. We've all been together because we're all so shocked, and she meant the world to him. She means the world to us too. We're all kind of in shock, and music was such a foundation in this man's life. I can't wait to talk about all of the good music that he loved. We're going to play some of his tunes. Maybe more of you out there can appreciate. If you haven't heard his music, The Sleeping Masses, there's 2 records out there. They're incredible, and they feel like they have brand new meaning to me now. I remember listening to them and feeling like, they're very soulful, and I would rock them all the time. And now I hang on every single lyric, every word. He's a very deep thinker, and you just wouldn't necessarily expect that from someone who's like, oh man, oh dude. But they broke the mold with that guy. So Patrick, we're going to have some cocktails. We're going to celebrate you every day for the rest of our lives. But right now on this show, with all of you that have tuned in, I thank you for tuning in. And let's just celebrate the hell out of Patrick Muldon, the man, the myth, the legend, the superstar, the incredible poet, the incredible actor, producer, rock star. He was everything. Supermodel. I mean, come on.
USC Trojan football player.
Exactly. He was Funkle Bobo to what's happening? Oh, you're just tricky Dicky. I see the light. It's happening.
That was my fault.
What's that?
I was the one that turned the lights on before the show, and I fucked up.
That's all right. By the way, this is things happen.
That's why we edit.
It doesn't matter. Who cares? People, our fans know that anything goes in the show. But back to the topic. I'd love to hear from you. If you have it seems like everyone has a Patrick story, right? If you have a Patrick story, please give us a call on the Rock Line, 855-601.
Call us on the Rock Line, 855-601-ROCK.
We want
you guys are cool as fuck.
Yeah, well, we are cool as fuck. Is that a call, or is that just a new drop that you decided to play? We got some new drops?
It's a message someone left.
Oh, I'm going to just attribute that to Pat. He's cool as fuck. You have any kind words you want to say about Pat before we play some of his favorite tracks?
Are we hearing something right now in the background? Yeah. Can you turn this up a little bit?
You could rap, but you never could say. What I read just blew me away.
Incredible. What brother writes such a perfect song for his sister? The people that know my wife, if you got the Sleeping Masses last record, there's a song, I want to say it's called She's So Magical. Or maybe it's called Magical. We can play it. We have the technology. But boy, does it make me cry. Every song makes me cry now. If I'm going to cry in the show, I think. I mean, I go in waves. I go in waves of feeling totally numb and dead inside to just bursting into tears.
Now, Concrete Blonde's Joey
Oh, yeah, don't.
is going to make you cry. Summer of '69.
He loved that track.
Gonna make you cry.
Yeah. Well, he we would talk about what his favorite Def Leppard records were, and he did not agree with me that Hysteria is better than he loved High and Dry.
That's right.
And a lot of people do. But the great thing about Patrick is he was a lover of so many things. Oh, this is the song. Let's give one moment to appreciate. My wife is very witchy and spiritual, and this song nails it.
It's alright. Take your time and feel.
It's just messing me up already.
The spirits guide her as she makes her way. She's so magical. She's got friends in the stars. Don't like my advice. She got shine from above. Yeah. Look out, Earth, here she comes. Sink your boots.
I love it.
Stretch your
Legitimately good. Like,
Yeah.
forget the tribute factor. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually a really good song.
Yeah, this is like he's pulling in little queen, little jellyfish.
Can I pull the curtain back a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to say, the thing that people might not understand, even the regular rock tailors,
Yeah,
is how special the Muldoon family is.
the best.
Rare.
Yeah,
Your sister and I were trying to explain to Shayna last night, like, what you have inherited with them and what they have and what they've built.
they completely transformed my life. My wife, Shayna, transformed my life, and by proxy, the gifts that her mother and father gave her and Patrick gave her in that special. I mean, my wife is completely unique and extraordinary, but the combination of all the Muldoons is
Well,
is
they
just
have
the
a
best.
tight family that enjoys spending time together.
Yeah.
And celebrating big events together.
Yeah.
And being together.
Yeah, and I got the benefit of that. It's the best.
It's rare.
Yeah, I mean, last night, I don't think this is an overshare, but last night we tried to do, we went around the room trying to do an impression of Patrick, Funkle Bobo, but Patrick, him having a bite of cake when he likes something.
A Susie cake.
A Susie cake. So, everything was like a new experience. Like, oh my God! Oh my
Dude, this is fucking amazing!
Have you tried it? Like, what's in this? This is incredible. Have you tried this?
But your mother-in-law
Yeah.
and your wife, but your mother-in-law won the evening
Oh yeah.
with a physical
Impersonation. Yeah.
of Patrick picking cake up by his hand,
Oh yeah.
eating it, and Shayna did the same thing, throwing it down and being like, fucking dude,
Yeah.
this cake, man.
Yeah. Hey, I had one fight with Patrick, and it was like a nothing burger situation. Out of the 20 years I've known this guy, I knew him before Shayna. I wouldn't be married to Shayna if it wasn't for him, being my guardian angel with certainly, my mom and dad on the Muldoon side, because they are very much my mom and dad, and they've from the beginning, they've only ever shown me love and I mean, Shane is definitely the missing piece in my life. But if there was any little cracks, if there's any little room that needed extra, to be filled in somewhere else, the rest of the Muldoons, they complete me. But Pat, man, it's just like, I got so much to say about this guy. He's just wonderful.
I kind of feel like we should maybe fill in the people that are watching a little bit about not his resume, but just who he was, what he did.
I mean, if you want to go hardcore, like Ice Spiders 3D, we can talk about Ice Spiders 3D.
Yeah.
I'm an open book. If you want to ask me my favorite Patrick Muldon movie, I'm happy to share. Starship Troopers, classic. A classic. Melrose Place, I was there every night.
Days of Our Lives?
I didn't. You know what?
You did.
Sorry, Pat. I did not watch you on Days of Our Lives. But you know what? I was there in Nashville when I realized that everyone in Nashville watched you on Days of Our Lives. You'd walk down the street totally oblivious to his magic, but literally it was like a beetle was walking down the streets. The people would turn around and be like, that's Patrick Muldon. That's what was his character name?
Johnny Bad Boy.
Johnny Bad Boy. That's Johnny Bad Boy from Days of Our Lives. Kenneth Garib. Seamus. I don't know. What was his name?
He was the hot young guy.
I don't know.
When he showed up.
Yeah.
Right out of USC. The amazing thing is, people should understand, this guy got to wear many different hats. He's a true Southern Californian.
You watch the Californians on SNL?
That's
It's kind of like they wrote that skit for Pat.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing made him laugh harder. I mean, he loved everything. That's factually incorrect. The things that he loved wholeheartedly and with such enthusiasm. That's the best part about it. He did not love everything. He loved really specific things that were incredible.
Like Richard Sheltinga.
Great taste.
I love Richard Sheltinga, man.
Maybe not the best. If I'm going to give a criticism, Pat, I didn't like your shorts. Didn't like your,
Black and blue.
I don't like. I'm just not a guy that can wear.
You said
navy
that
and
the
black.
other day. The mixing of black and blue.
Yeah.
It's a no-no.
Yeah, for me, for you get it. You
It's like a walk-in bruise.
Yeah, it's not allowed. It's a fashion faux pas. Nope, hard pass. Don't do it. He could totally rock it though.
Well, he could wear anything.
He-
That's the problem.
He could make anything look good.
Yeah.
Except for maybe those workout shorts that do feel like they're a cross between MC Hammer pants and Jimmy Z's, cut off Jimmy Z's. Like Sammy Hagar style, but shorts. You know what I mean? Like he always rocked the long basketball shorts. What is that style?
That was early 90s.
Everlast.
That was the Fab Five made that famous in the early 90s. It was a thing.
That's the better comp. Like the Everlast shorts,
Yeah.
are kind of like the longer boxer shorts.
Yeah.
I don't know. But this guy was a kung fu badass. Did we mention that? Like that's like I always knew that. I mean, I feel like I can take care of myself, but in a situation, if Pat's there, I feel bad for anyone else in that room if you were to ever cross paths, right, with me. And if Pat overheard something, he's very defensive, very passionate person. He was good to have in your corner. He's guardian angel,
So's Big Pat.
That's the power of the Muldoons. Big Pat, also a legend. But all this supernatural stuff's happening in the house. I'm happy to get into that stuff too.
Oh, yeah. Signs.
Like nobody's business.
Yes.
Like, I'm transformed after my. I think I've talked about this, where I questioned my own spirituality and faith and all of that. But I had my definitive moment that was actually with my mother, on her deathbed with my wife, changed my life. So I'm seeing signs now. I'm like, yeah, I'm with it, But boy, oh boy, there's been some real special. Look at this. Look at that. Fixing everything. I mean,
I'm a mess over here. I made a mess.
I love this. I don't want to say it's distracting because it is.
I do it every show.
I'm like, what's happening? But no, like, there's been knocking. I've had to like shout and be like, hello, who's there? And I'm like, are you guys hearing that? And everyone's like, yeah, the knocking. And because we'll be in the middle of a conversation like, Pat, show us a sign. And then it will be like this, clear as day. And you're like, what is going on?
Could you share the painting story?
Oh, we were all together, in shock, and a painting flew off the wall. It was intense. It was nuts.
At Miriam's house.
Yeah, it's just all these signs. He's making sure that we are all aware that he's around us and guardian angel, and he's all he's done is just kind of transcended, and I feel him. I talk to him every morning, and I genuinely feel his energy and his soul and his comedy, his trickster energy, all of it. I feel it.
With the video of that Shayna posted of him and Shayna and the whole family singing "Don't Look Back in Anger" Oasis at Easter.
Oh yeah,
it's intense. And your son drumming in perfect time.
It's a wonderful memory.
Bonkers.
And there I am, like, trying to find the lyrics on my phone. I was not on social media. I was looking in that video to try to find the lyrics so I could sing along. But a good friend of the show, handsome British guy.
Thin British guy.
Looking good. Looking really good. You brought, I mean, this wine is good, but I kind of feel like in honor of Pat, he did enjoy a good whiskey here or there. Can I pop that open? Thank you so much for bringing it.
Of course.
Oh,
go ahead.
Look at you.
Make my day.
Guy. I'm gonna. Do you want some? I brought an extra glass.
Sure.
Did you see how good this guy looks?
I'm gonna do this for Patrick.
Well, first of all, listen. You look great, but it's all about Pat tonight. We can't give you a compliment.
Mr.
Okay?
Athletic over there.
Patrick was the most handsome man in the universe. So sorry, I can't.
I'm being inspired by Patrick. I'm being inspired by Patrick.
I did take a time out to pitch him what I think Iron Maiden should do for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's for another show, please pass my message along.
Castle and Key Bourbon, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, small batch. Let's give it a little sniffity sniff. Oh, it smells good. Pat liked. We would get Bookers, and we would have a taste, and we both appreciated. We'd wait for it. It's like 5 seconds.
You'd rub it on your chest.
Yeah, and then we would, it's
rub it on each other's chest.
Normal. It's a Muldoon thing, Just kind of get real close, question your sexuality, look into his beautiful eyes, It's a big reason why I married Shayna. It's just so I can be closer to Pat. Mm. And now what do I do?
Well, these events have a way of bringing the truth out.
Yeah. So, to Pat, but do you mind pouring some for Handsome British Guy? You gonna have some of this?
I'll have a little in Pat's honor.
All right, we gotta get some extra glasses. We'll have to figure out a break. But I'm going in.
Do you want it over ice?
Smooth. It's good. It's good. Feels so good going down. Damn, you look good. Not as good as Pat, but you look good. I grew this cock mop above my upper lip. It's a ball chamois for my wife because she likes it. Trying to, I don't know.
Look like one tough cup.
Yeah, I'm doing everything I can.
Yep.
Another way to celebrate Patrick, which everyone should do this right now. Download or purchase copies of his Sleeping Masses records. Enjoy them because they're incredible. Stream them. You search them out. But also...
Dirty Hands comes out yesterday.
Today's Friday. Came out...
I downloaded it last night, so...
Yeah, it must have been past midnight.
Dirty Hands with Denise Richards.
Yeah. And Guy Narduli. And I cannot remember the rest of the cast. Really great film. Pat is like such a action star in this one, but like authentic. It's a good punch up. It's a great movie. I've had wonderful memories of watching it. One of the first screenings. It's great. I mean, awesome movie, guys. Watch it. Download it tonight. Patrick really loved his performance in this, and he was pretty vocal about things, and he loved this, and we're all proud of him. And lots of people think it's some of his best work. I agree. You can go back and watch Ice Spiders 3D too. Also great work.
Riff Raff.
Yep. He's like it's like this surreal moment because there's all of these movies that he's been working on that are coming out because he's also a big producer, and he just announced this Jeff. Do you know the other Hemsworth brother, Jeff? He's not in the new Chris Hemsworth
Wait, Liam,
movie.
Chris, and Jeff Hemsworth?
And Jeff Hemsworth. He's not in Cockroach.
There's a Jeff Hemsworth?
There is, but we don't talk about Jeff. But we talk about the fact that Chris is in Pat's movie that he's producing with his producing partner, another Patrick Hibbler. But they're both a lot to celebrate. And I gotta say, Patrick Hibbler, they were known as the two Patricks as producers. He's a great guy, and
I fucked up so bad last night.
What'd you do?
I fucked up so bad last night.
You called him Jeff?
I called him Jason.
You called him Jason?
I called Patrick Hibbler Jason. I know who he is.
Yeah.
Did he
I
answer?
know how important he is.
Did he answer?
I was talking to your cousin, Stanley, a.k.a. Jason, all night. We're sitting together.
You shit the bed.
I shit the bed.
A man grieving who you care about.
Sitting Shiva with the Muldoon family.
Yeah.
And Patrick was kind enough to come up and say, hey, man,
So
good to see you
cavalier
again.
of you.
And I was like, good to see you too, Jason.
Yeah.
And in the moment, it was just, I wanted to die. I wanted to die.
Well, we don't need another death.
Oh, I apologize. Right.
So
I'd say I fucked up again.
I mean, look, but
You're not good in these situations.
I'm terrible.
Connecting your nards to a car battery is that okay punishment? If I allowed you, like in Lethal Weapon, maybe we hang you in the chains, suspended.
I want you to force feed me your cousin Inae's oatmeal chocolate chip
That's
cookies.
not punishment. That's
no,
the
but
best thing.
until I explode, like the guy in Monty Python's Meaning of Life.
But I would do this, and you would do. That's just a natural thing because they're so addictive.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, incredible. Cookies.
Sometimes there's good in crazy situations.
Should we play some music? Do you think we should play some of his music that he liked? That maybe some of you are familiar with. Let's start with Joey.
I mean, what do you think why do you think your brother-in-law loved Concrete Blonde Joey?
Can you look up the actual story? Because I don't.
The real story of how Jeanette Napolitano wrote it?
Yeah, because what I remember him telling me multiple times, and this is the. Yeah. I guess this is the point of him telling me multiple times, because he felt this track. I think this
it was
track
about
is
her
great.
dude, man.
But the fact that I don't remember the details of this, and he's like, "No, you do you know what's happening?" Like this was in his mind when he liked something this much. It was
right away. I'm sorry, the internet just gives you the answer right away.
All right, so tell us.
It's about her relationship with one of the guys in Wall of Voodoo.
Okay,
and he was an alcoholic.
And I think she's on the way to the studio.
She wrote the lyrics last minute in a taxi on a way to a Philadelphia studio.
Yeah, to record it because he had just passed, right? And that's how she was dealing with his death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She avoided writing lyrics until the final moment in the studio because she found them painful to address.
This was something that really like Pat would have tears over this, and I think he lived in this vocal performance, and I have to agree, the chorus. Can we turn this up?
Turn it up.
I mean, that lyric hits different the way I hear it.
Joe died of a brain hemorrhage in 2000.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
This, can we crank this chorus? You think we're going to be taken down for playing it?
That's what I was
Too much
pulling
of
it down.
Just crank this.
It doesn't matter.
Why
Crank
make
this bit.
comments that are annoying in the middle?
If I seem to be confused, I didn't mean to be with you. And when you said I scared you, well, I guess you scared me too. But we got lucky once before, and I don't wanna close the door. And if you're somewhere out there, passed out on the floor, oh, Joey, I'm not angry anymore.
I mean, when I apply it to the moment and the understanding or the lack of understanding or all of the feels around Pat's passing, and just knowing how much he likes this song, it's so fucked up. It's just so fucked up. Yeah.
This was a huge hit, too. For Gen X. You know? I don't know what that means, but...
Scorpions.
Yeah.
Should we let's go a little rock and roll? I need to like to pick up this energy.
Rocky Like a Hurricane reminds me of Patrick, because when you guys had the shrimp crab boil many, many moons ago,
Tell me more.
epic, there was like a very good playlist in the background. There was like an 80s
Yep.
FM cheese metal, awesome.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
It's called cheese metal. I said there was some cheese metal in that, but there was also some good metal.
Are you okay?
No, I just I
You've
screwed
really
up 3
changed ever
times.
since Patrick passed. Calling metal cheese metal, and are you calling the Scorpions cheese metal? Is
No.
that what you're implying? Because you kind of sounds like you are.
That was the playlist at the shrimp crab boil. There
So-
was some
so
cheese
then
metal,
you're insulting
and there
the
was some good
playlist.
metal.
Okay.
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 So that's all. Okay. Rocky Like a Hurricane.
This is one of the crossover bands that she rocks out to this track too, I think. Memory serves. But this is, I mean, dude,
Scorpions, bro.
yeah.
How did he get to Bryan Adams' Summer of '69?
How can you even
'Cause
ask
Bryan
that
Adams
question?
is amazing?
Yeah, because Bryan Adams.
Oh, the live version.
Where's my lighter? This is perfect for Pat.
Summer of '69.
And some guys from school had me try real hard till they quit and Jody got mad.
I hope my wife is watching right now and like rocking out. I feel Pat is.
The summer seemed to last forever, and if I had the choice, yeah, I was gonna be there. Those were the best days of my life.
We sang.
Oh yeah! Back in the summer of '69.
Last night,
Yeah.
organically, a group of people broke into that song.
Yeah.
And I think your mother-in-law was like, okay, let's turn it down a little bit right now.
No, I bet you no. You know what?
It was huge.
Yeah, well, we're trying to, how can you contain the awesomeness of Pat Muldon? You can't. He's
Can't.
now.
No, you can't.
I thought the world shared him. They could see him on all of his great works of art. But now he's on his cosmic tour, and it's pretty awesome. 2 mediums, by the way. 2 mediums have said from Pat, right? A message. Kurt Cobain was murdered.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm not even kidding you.
By whom?
Didn't
Yeah.
say.
Oh,
Wouldn't be surprised
'Cause he doesn't
if the
know?
case is reopened.
does it rhyme with Schmortney Schmov?
Okay. All right. I don't.
No, none of that was.
This is a
discussed.
comedy show,
Yeah,
and nothing is serious.
it just kind of came up because we all know that he's rocking out. When I eventually talk to a medium, right? I'm still in the process of making my time so I can I have some questions. I'll try to get to the bottom of it. You know?
Wait, so when you cross over, hopefully that's
what's wrong with you? I'm saying I'm going to talk to a medium. You're now saying I have to die to give you a message? What's happening? Do you hate me?
Dude, why?
Do you hate me?
Brennan, what the fuck,
Can you shoot lasers at him? Attack him with dogs! Attack him with dogs! Yeah! Thank you! By the way, you know what? Pat's on my side. He's my guardian angel, right?
You guys are cool as fuck.
Yeah. So be careful, bro. Be careful. You remember that story you shared the other night about how a killer bees attacked you in Griffith Park?
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised. You keep going down this road, you're gonna walk outside your front door. Bees are gonna get you.
It all started with calling Patrick Hibbler Jason, and I've just been fucking up ever since then.
Yeah. You know what? You're gonna have to go to Camp Crystal Lake and figure this out.
I'm actually gonna go on Wednesday.
To Crystal Lake?
Yeah, to camp in Azusa, high above Azusa, California. I'm
Bit of a
going
lost weekend.
car camping next Wednesday night by myself.
Okay.
To atone for my sins, I apologize.
Well, hopefully come to grips with what you said today.
Do you want to take a call?
I would love to take a call.
Thank you, Gotti. Save me.
Who are you? Where are you calling from? What are you drinking?
It's Joe from New Hampshire, and I'm drinking Benchmark bourbon.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Oh.
Well, do you mind if we raise a glass together to my brother, Pat?
Absolutely. I'm so sorry for you guys' loss. I know the feeling.
You know that we're so privileged that a bunch of people have recommended this book, Signs, as a grieving process for people that have lost a loved one. I can't wait to dive into it. I don't normally read those things, but I will, I'm looking for any way to kind of process this pain right now. So as a recommendation, maybe, if you know my pain, I don't know if you've lost someone recently or you just, you haven't gotten over something that's happened a few years ago, or, anyone who's gone through a loss like this. Apparently that book is a great book to read because there's 7 of them that showed up at her house at this point. So it must be good. A lot of people are kind enough to think about us. But
my dad passed away. It'll be 3 years in May, and my brother and I, we always joke. We used to call him Hernia Man as a joke, and we still do his voice when he gets upset, and it makes us happy. It's a good memory. It's funny to think about that.
Can I hear it? Give me describe a situation and how your dad would come in, and let's do it.
I'm wrestling with my buddy upstairs, and we making a lot of noise. He comes to see
naked.
What the hell's going on? Why don't you go outside and hit your heads on a tree? That's what he was. So that's her Hernia Man. That's we still do that to this day together.
Why don't you go outside and hit your head on a tree?
Why are you guys pants off?
Yeah. How come you're not going down on me? What?
Wait,
no. That's like Brando. Apologize.
Jesus, Brando.
What?
I'm sorry, Joe.
Apologize for that.
I'm sorry, Joe.
No, it's good, Joe. Hey, can I ask you guys something?
Sure.
What instruments did Patrick play? I never knew he was a musician, so I'm going to check out his music.
He played guitar.
He's an incredible singer. I don't like to liken him to other people because I feel like he's got a very signature voice. But if I had to do a comparison, which I think is kind of fun in this case, is In Excess. I got to say, Michael and Pat kind of have similar phrasing and a tone when you kind of go side by side. It's he's what were you going to point? Why
he has an opinion about this too.
I'm so glad you said this because in the chat I actually said he sounds like the lead singer from Train, Patrick Moynihan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
have that? I can kind of see that a little
A
bit.
little bit.
But you said something earlier, Richard.
Oh, yeah. He has this phrasing that's almost identical to an old friend of mine that was in a band called Forever Like Red that did one record. And
You
his
love
name
them.
is
You
Cameron Michelle.
You talk about them.
One of the most talented singer-songwriters I've ever known. But their phrasing, when I was listening to Patrick today in the headphones, I was like, oh my God, this sounds like Cameron. And I put on Cameron's, I'm like, holy shit.
Well,
this is really cool.
Patrick would
It's very cool phrasing.
Patrick was someone too that would really like to dissect songs. He liked Def Leppard because you got in his. I'm gonna mess this up. But I'm paraphrasing him. You kind of get like two choruses in their songs because the B section is always so awesome, and he'd always like the B section could have been the chorus.
Yeah.
You know,
That's kind of like Joey too, by the way.
yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. So and you know, he going back to the first Sleeping Masses record to the second one.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he realized how often I played and really admired him as a musician in those records.
Thanks, Joe.
Because I go, yeah, thanks, Joe. I'm sorry
We have family members coming in.
that you hung up on him like that.
We have family members.
We have family members calling in. It's Rocktails. Who are you? Where are you calling from? What are you drinking?
My name is Caitlin. I'm from San Pedro, and I'm drinking tequila.
Oh, well, Caitlin, I raise a glass to Pat and to you.
Thank you. He's actually my cousin.
Well, I'm sure we've probably met together at a family function, or have I not had the privilege yet? I want to say that we have hung out.
This is Caitlin Muldoon.
Yeah. Then yes, we have. But there's other Kates in the family. There's other Kates. So I'm just making sure.
Yeah. Yeah. His dad and my dad were brothers, so I'm pretty sure we've met in the past.
Yes. So do you have a particular? Because I want to celebrate, Pat. So whatever comes to mind, what's like a fun memory?
Fun memory. I mean, every Christmas that we would have would be shenanigans. Always getting into. I actually have my sister with me, Casey, and my mom, Carla, and
Hi, guys.
Hi. But so I mean, we've been reminiscing about Pat the last few days, and there's just so many good stories. But also, it's one of those things like his energy. There's nothing like it.
I feel like you guys must feel like it doesn't make sense, right? To have this loss.
Most of us don't have that where you want to hang out with your in-laws on the weekends.
I live for it.
I know you do.
By the benefit,
saying most of us don't have that.
Okay, so on the Muldoon side, you know how awesome your family is, right? So I got the benefit of, because we do have Pat and Muldoon attractant because we have grandkids, right? So they would, of course, less probably to see us, you know, of course they like seeing, they like seeing me and they love seeing Shayna, but I think they really live for our kids. But, you know, the extra benefit is if Pat and Deanna were coming down, then maybe Funkle Bobo would make an appearance. And this is like, you know, that's the best kind of weekend you can have is all of us together. But that's nice that you guys called into the show. That's pretty awesome. You know, how come you didn't call him before? Is that a dick move? Like what? Would like Pat had to?
Yeah, where were they on the best of 1976
I've
albums?
never called into anything before, so that's why I was like, this is the time. This is Patrick going. I mean, just man up.
Not to make it about Rocktails, but like, I mean,
we're here every Friday.
I've been married in the family for almost like 20 years at this point. And I mean, thanks. Now, I mean, wow.
Top Billy Idol songs? You didn't want to call in on that?
Yeah. My Love of the Thompson Twins? You're going to shit on that?
Well, now I'm going to start calling in every week just to spite you now.
Well, Richard mans the phone, so if he hangs up on you, it's because you haven't called in before and you took this opportunity to finally call in. You know?
By the way, first time caller gets a T-shirt.
Yeah. By the way, if there's 3 of you on the phone, you know a guy who knows a guy. You just won yourselves a Rocktails T-shirt as a consolation prize. To this moment in time.
And
I love it.
the best of Jeff Buckley coming up, the Jeff Buckley documentary show.
Oh yeah,
when we're done with that, so maybe they're going to call back.
Maybe they'll call on that. But I love you.
I'm going to make a recurring calendar invite for myself now.
as you should. And I'm so sorry for all the things, Brando, who you don't know. I'm so sorry for the things he's been saying to me and on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Do you think would you like to shoot lasers at him or have dogs attack him? Just say the word. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Later, for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks for calling.
Well, love you guys. And
call in again.
Yeah, please call back.
Absolutely. Love you.
Wow. See, the Muldoons are the best.
Got more family members.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Rocktails. Who are you? Where are you calling from? And what are you drinking?
It's your sister. I'm calling from my dining area, and I'm drinking potato leek soup.
Oh, man, that's the heavy stuff.
Potato leek soup is greatly underrated.
Moon, hers knocks your dick in the dirt. You have a little...
I don't want my dick in the dirt while I eat potato leek soup.
Moon tried to do an analogy, and she thought she was trying to not have it be awkward. You want to describe it, Moon? How you got real weird in the kitchen yesterday?
Wait, I remember the shape I made with my hand and describing your genitalia and mine, but I don't remember what the context was.
Yeah, why?
What?
Why? Why? And we were talking about Pat, and how did your genitals?
Oh, I know it was. We were looking for a place to plug my phone in. I was trying to charge my phone.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I couldn't put the plug all the way in, and then you're like, here's why it's not charging, and then you rammed it in, and I was like, well, that's because you have one of these, and I made a pointy finger, and then I have one of these, and I made a cup, and he was like, what? But I made it in the same direction so we wouldn't incest in the air with our fingers.
Oh, okay.
So with but that's not why I'm calling. I was calling because I think one of the reasons why grief is especially difficult is because poor choices food-wise. I have made potato leek soup today because I've eaten nothing but Porto's coffee cake. Shout out! I'd love a free one next time.
Yeah.
Can't they make it gluten-free? I'm literally ill and have gained 19 pounds since Sunday.
I've never had. I live in the city. I fantasize about going to Langer's Deli. I've gone there in person 3 times, maybe ordered from there twice, maybe. The kind folks that loved Pat and came to support us brought us Langer's. It's supernaturally good pastrami. And like you, Moon, I've eaten a lot of food. I'm full, but something's now changed in the food cycle. I typically, for the last, year and a half or so, I would probably just have maybe a snack, but just typically have dinner. If I don't wake up and have a full breakfast, a full lunch, and a full dinner, I feel ravenous. And unless I have 2 Langer sandwiches, I am just stuffing my feelings right now. And yes, thank you, Portos. I too would like a free coffee cake with how many of them we've eaten together. It's been intense. And you have been.
What's been the most comforting thing that you've received besides the book? Not that you could possibly be comforted, but of the ways people have attempted to comfort you, what would you say?
It's been an outpouring of so many people. I'm kind of blown away.
Did you tell the story last night about the cake? Did you tell that story?
Yeah, that was fun last night.
Oh man!
But the most comforting thing.
Did you tell the police story and the ghost story?
I did not tell the police story. I did not.
Okay, don't tell that one.
Tell the people how I deal with grief with my version of comedy. When I thought to ask the police if they wanted, I first asked if they wanted coffee, and knowing full well that their body cams are on, and then I said, "Do you want some ludes? Do you want some cocaine? You want some heroin?
No.
And I'm like, I know you have a bunch of that stuff in your trunk, and you know, for whenever you need it. And then like, no, we're good. And then I singled out the female cop. I'm like, you really look like you could use some heroin right now. and
the thing about you, Ahmet, is you are a warlock, and only you could say that and make them laugh.
Well, yeah, they had a chuckle, but then there was a part of me that's
don't try this at home, everyone else.
No, don't do it. But then there was a part of me, like knowing that they have body cams, that I was like, it would kind of be funny if they arrested me. You know, in this moment, I swear to God, that's like I don't know why I think that's a good idea. It's like when I was
for what, inappropriate comedy. They're like, you cannot be sad and funny at the same time.
No, I don't know what the instinct is, and maybe you can explain it. And then I do want to answer the most comforting thing, and I'll get to that. But there's something that maybe it's a Zappa gene where I feel like it's funny to make someone feel very, very uncomfortable, and then be like, it's just a joke. You know what I mean? Like
as they were lowering your mother into the ground.
Yes.
You said to everyone who could hear you.
Yeah.
Finally, Gail is on top of Frank.
Getting some deep dick, and she's waited so long to get back up on that dick, is what I said.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everyone checked in with each other to basically say, like,
is it okay
did he just
it's okay to laugh.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have a lot to say that's inappropriate, but this time, it feels too soon for half the things I'd like to say. But I'll come find you in a month, and hopefully that gene will kick in.
Yeah, there is a thing, because I really feel unlike.
Like, do you ever draw the line? Do you ever draw the line? You're like, that would be too much, or you're just like, it's coming out. There's nothing you can do about it.
I mean, I would normally make like, oh, is that too soon joke about other things, but with Pat, like, I feel him, and he's such a trickster. I feel his energy. I don't know. I feel like I'm being watched. I feel like I have like angel surveillance right now. So I feel like I have to bite my tongue. It's fine to tell the cops because that's a funny joke, but like, there's no joking family-wise. Does that make sense?
Oh, like, no, for sure not. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
did you
that's
play
a bad
Becoming
idea.
Everything?
What's that?
Did you play Becoming Everything?
We'll play it. We haven't played it yet. It's so good.
Okay.
But
yeah, you sent it to me, and it ruined my day. Thank you.
Pat song. Well, then let me answer your first question, which was the, I check my spam filter, and I don't know who gave out my number, but hundreds of people now have my phone number, and a lot of it I'm grateful for, of people saying, hey, I met Pat once, and they just go on about an act of kindness that he helped them with, or a funny story. But one of the most consistent things is your brother helped me with my mother. You know, like, he stopped everything and he came to, help me here, or I like an emergency situation. I don't know how this man got anything done. He was there for so many people, authentically, totally selflessly, and
he's one of the reasons why my child is still alive, because Grace was with him everywhere. Did you tell that story?
No, feel free. It's an incredible story.
He was while my kid was sick, basically with two illnesses that the hospital said it's like getting struck by lightning twice. We were desperately in need of platelet transfusions and platelet donors, and Patrick happened to be briefly dating a woman who had our dad's birthday and
which is
my
also
kid's birthday.
Jet's birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then was a perfect match. And then because of that grace, she came in. We called her super platelets. And so Patrick is like, I'm getting goosebumps now and tearing up, because he literally saved a life.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's Boone. There's many stories like that. He showed up.
Yeah.
I think he's just one of a kind. And so why don't you raise a glass of your
Potato leek soup.
Thick broth.
And to my brother, your brother, Patrick Muldon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And to anyone else who's going through it too.
Yeah.
Big love to everybody too.
Love you, man.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
and another
I gotta
great,
go eat some sugar now.
another great moment is just being with you and the people that just show up, as an act of kindness, like Brando and Richard and Gotti and handsome British guy, and you all know who you are. That have shown us kindness, just showed up for Pat, and we as a family appreciate it. All right, well, what should we do now?
welcome. I
love you, Moon.
Thank you, Moon.
Bye.
Bye. Total bitch, right? Am I wrong about this?
Moon.
She has packages and packages and packages of Lucky Charms marshmallows only.
That's why I say like total bitch. Was she just trying to fatten me up? Is that the whole thing?
She brought them over last night.
She's tried to leave them because I think she recently discovered that you can just get the marshmallows.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Moon's like a very healthy eater. So to see this side of her, like her secret love of just Lucky Charms, because I guess they're gluten free.
Just the marshmallows.
And yeah,
just the marshmallows.
What do you eat that with? That milk? Is that like
her chai tea? Maybe you put that in the chai tea.
That would be delicious.
Maybe the potato leek soup
would be colorful. Yeah. Richard, do you have a Pat Muldoon story for us?
I have you know how I'm with these situations. I don't know how to function.
Yeah, dead inside. Is that how you would describe it?
I walk into periods of grief and go, can I reconcile your bank account or something?
Yeah, can I exactly. By the way, it's true. He's like, is there any? What
you need some estate planning?
Yeah. Can I handle that? Which, by the way, is appreciated. It's a superpower.
But I thought I was dead inside, but I called the guys and I was like, should we repost this show about Pat? Because I didn't want to make it like...
Shayna thought it was really nice.
Yeah, but I felt like, should we do this?
Yeah.
And everybody said, yes, we should do this. So I went home in a night. I watched it and I edited some stuff and I was reading... I listened to it and some of the parts I was like, oh, I should cut this out. And then I thought, fuck it, let me just... I'm dead inside anyway, so
yeah.
I'm going to post it. And I posted it. Fucking fine. And I hadn't felt it yet, right? And I was driving to work and I listened to it, just started bawling on my way to work. Like it finally hit me.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking
is
guy.
Is it the smallest little place of you that has feelings? Like
I have to hide it.
Is that like because inside your soul, it's like Mordor,
no,
right? It's a quest.
It's moldy.
That's why he has to drive out to southern Utah every once in a while to just go in a canyon and scream for 4 hours.
I do. Naked.
Right? He just drives out near Zion and
But the thing about Pat is like, I told somebody, I was on the phone with David Grieco this morning and I said, that man moved through life like his feet were on fire.
Yeah.
Like he was like never stopped.
He was a Ferrari.
I remember one night he fell asleep on the couch at the house in PV. He fell asleep on the couch. And I came into the living room. He woke up off the couch, looked at me, walked into the gym and started working out, like without stopping.
No, he's a machine.
Like
I measure up. I think about. I would think about him all the time. I realized after his passing, that he's a voice in my head in such a good way.
Yeah.
So every achievement, I couldn't wait to call him. He's like that. That's the best part. Like every.
Well, you knew he would always give good vibes too, right? Like,
well, for sure he'd always give good vibes, but he was always honest with me, and he was, but even if he didn't agree with something, he was still positive. Yeah, well, yes, but
like he would be about your mustache right now.
He would tell it straight. He'd be like,
"Looks good, man."
He's like,
you look good, man.
well, I have to say,
Gotti was
again,
reminding me of some of the stuff that happened on our trip to Nashville with him.
Like, wait, I can't remember.
It just was so funny.
Naughty Gotti, what, give us one. What were you telling Tricky Dicky?
Give us one that's fit for air.
I don't think there is one.
That's fit for air.
Did we go to the steak place that we like? We took him for the
Skulls?
Yeah,
Skulls, yeah.
we ate there with him, right?
We had to.
Yeah.
I wish I had a better.
And his fast friendship with
Lee Willard.
Lee Willard.
Yeah.
Good times.
You know,
It was fun.
I wish I paid more attention, I suppose. Because I think Pat was just so present and always in the moment. And I think I was just an observer and an appreciator, but didn't live it in the. I could be in the same situation as Pat, but didn't live it in the same way he did. Does that make sense? You know?
You guys are different creatures.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are different creatures.
But I'm appreciating the fact that, like, I guess I'm trying to scratch that itch, and because it's so true, how I am interpreting you were saying he lived his life with his feet on fire. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. He never stopped, and he like floated everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't, but not in pain. Meaning, like,
no,
I would say, like,
he had to move.
A better way to say it. I don't know if that's a phrase you just made up. It's kind of cool if you made it up, but because I was talking to Big Pat Senior, and we talked about, again, like, he was 150 miles an hour.
Yeah,
and not in a bad way, meaning like he could go at that speed, and he did.
Yeah.
And other people just could never keep up with this guy, and it's admirable. You know?
I lived 50% of my time with him in frustration, but I was never upset with him. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. I mean, on many
About the
levels.
last time we were together, like the guitar situation, I was like, no, I'm not playing guitar with you tonight. I'm not going to do it.
How many Christmases though?
I'm not.
Now isn't it a regret, actually, when you think
Now it
about?
is.
Yeah.
But I tried.
No, it's not that you didn't try it, but like the idea was he was down. He was like, okay, Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, let's get a list of songs together. Richard, we're going to rehearse this time.
Yeah.
Meet me at the studio tomorrow. We're going to rehearse these songs.
And we fucking didn't do it.
Well, you would.
Well, there's like scheduling it. I'll take the blame. We didn't do it, but he was ready. I mean, he loved.
We were going to do Southern California.
And we were going to form the band. We talked about it.
Yes.
Southern California. His music is he's written so many incredible songs lyrically. When I listen to the Sleeping Masses, which, by the way, as another reminder, please, for me, for Pat, get these records, check them out, and tell a friend. Share the beautiful music that he's made. Lyrically, what he's talking about, it's so deep and so soulful, and it's worth it. Yes, you in the Van Halen t-shirt,
which I wore for him.
Yep, he'll love Van Halen.
My favorite story that I've heard in the last few days, came from Shayna's friend Amalia.
Okay, yes, tell me.
And it was about the way the Catholic schoolgirls would react.
Yeah. Well, it would be careful
when.
Oh, okay.
Patrick.
What story are you thinking about? You say Catholic schoolgirl, and you're just like,
line up the girls at Marymount and say, "Who's next?" No, when he
what?
No,
Brando.
When he would
Jesus
come
Christ.
to pick up Shayna when she was in high school.
So Pat is 9 years older than Shayna,
Right? Shay,
Shay,
as everyone's been calling her,
AKA Shay.
Yeah.
And so he was on Melrose Place, and I
Days
forget
of
what
Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives. So he's at this moment in time, he's in every magazine,
24, 25.
Literally on the cover. I think he was also. I think I'm right about this. He was voted like sexiest man alive in like fucking People magazine, among other things. I mean, he's a very, very handsome man. He looks just like my son Arrow. So good for him that he looks like Arrow.
That's right. So he had a convertible, and when he would show up to pick up your wife at school,
my wife,
all the girls would rush to the window.
Yeah.
And Shay's friend Amalia said that they would just you would just hear through the halls like Patrick's coming back.
Yeah. Oh, just to sum it up, can you just play the chorus for Superstar? Just get to the chorus, because it's so true. Crank it.
I'm such a fucking superstar. Such a fucking superstar. I'm so fucking super. Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is also evocative of your late 90s, early 2000s music.
So I knew Pat before I ever met my wife. He, my bass player, right? When I was in a band called Sleeps 9.
Sleeps 9.
Yeah.
With Rock and Roll Chuck on producing.
Yeah. So
a lot of sleeping in these bands.
Sleeps 9. Got the name because I went to
Catalina
for the first time. Yeah. And like a house that's 300 square feet.
Sleeps 9.
They would advertise, you can rent this place at Sleeps 9. Not true. So we would play, and Neil, my bass player, was friendly with Pat, and Pat came to the show. We hung out. He was like, that was awesome. And that's the first time I met Pat. And Neil became Patrick's main collaborator. So on the Sleeping Masses, it's Neil and Patrick
I didn't know
on these records. So
Wow.
I had this connection. So, you know, when Shane and I were just friends, I would see Pat because Shana was not interested. We would socialize for like 6 months before we got together. But Pat. And even before I was dating Shana, he's the greatest. You know, like to him as a friend, minus like the, him at the Rainbow Bar and Grill, hollow sacred ground. By the way, handsome British guy, we do need to have a fun night where we celebrate Pat at the Rainbow. Don't you think that would be fitting, handsome British guy? Talking to the microphone, please.
Very much so.
Okay, all right.
It'll be a big night.
Thin British guy.
Well,
handsome
and thin.
I'm not
Handsome and
thin. Thin makes it sound like a malnourished.
No.
That's not the case.
Buff?
Buff is better.
Buff British guy? Lean British guy.
Lean British guy.
Lean British guy.
He's
Well,
just-
those Sherpas up at the top of the mountain.
Yeah, man. Now just adding a little bit of bulk to what was left behind.
Okay. Well, I'd like to play a few more tracks. Should we take one more call? I want to wrap it up. I want to get back to the family and hug those guys and kind of get back into the celebrating Pat's life. So I appreciate everyone in the chat. All of you that have tuned in.
We have 4 calls. You just want to blow through them real quick?
Yeah, and then we'll
just
play.
say hi to people.
I'd love that. It's Rocktails. Who are you? Where are you calling from? What are you drinking?
Name is Mike. I'm calling from Henderson, Kentucky, with my Milwaukee's Best Light.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Good to hear from you, pal. I appreciate you so much. Do you have a Pat Muldoon story? Did you meet him backstage at a Van Halen concert?
I do want to call, and I'm sorry for the loss and everything. But there is something here tonight that we got going on. A little surprise for you guys.
Okay.
Hey, man, it's Mike from Pleasureville.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, the mics are together in one room?
In one room.
What?
How is that possible?
Wait a minute.
What? I thought you were going to be like, surprise, Pat's alive and he's with us. I mean, that would have been the best surprise, and then you just fucking ruined it? Just you two ding-dongs?
Oh,
Shit.
man, we're just, we're so sorry for your loss, really.
Well,
we're brothers-in-law, and so, I get it. It's I don't know what to tell you, but here's Mike.
Will you guys promise to one of you, whoever survives, the first,
we're trying to survive.
First of you to survive, come on the show when the other one dies?
You guys are brother-in-laws?
Yeah, David.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mike from Pleasureville is married to Mike from Henderson.
Okay.
Phil.
Yeah, he's married. Mike Grimes is married to my sister.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Mike
look,
Owens, and, so.
I hate to be a downer. The only way you're going to feel my pain is if one of you kills each other and then the other one calls into the show and says how it
that's
feels.
what I was trying to say.
That's what you were saying?
Wait a minute.
Well, you never know. It's early in the night. We're getting ready to go out.
Well,
yeah,
especially
sure.
with Milwaukee's Best, because when you start the
Well, we're
evening
going
with
to
Milwaukee's
Algonquin.
Best,
Yeah. By the way, you guys, all kidding aside, that's wonderful. I didn't connect those dots until just now.
Yeah.
And there is nothing more important than family. Which one of you got the benefit of the other side of the family? Like I got the awesomeness of the Muldoon clan. Who got the better shake of the family tree?
My sister's a hell of a cook, and she's with him.
Oh.
I don't cook worth a shit.
Sounds like.
I'll starve to death what I wound up doing.
All right. Well said. Well answered. Ask.
Hey, man, I got to let you know how it is.
Fuck around, find out.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Yeah.
Thanks for calling, guys.
Thank you,
Mike's.
guys.
Not a problem, man. I just thought you guys enjoyed to know what's going on.
Yeah, both mics.
both mics together.
Yeah.
Do you think when the wife yells, "Oh, Mike," it's weird?
Now you're getting into the moon territory
know.
where she like did the Velociraptor claw, right? To try to explain like her piece, and then it's like this piece, and that was weird. But that I don't know why do you go to these weird sexualized places?
Listen.
You're gonna get us kicked off of YouTube, Richard.
Take a call.
Yeah, it's Rockdale's. Who are you? Where are you calling from? What are you drinking?
Hey now, it's Groove. I'm drinking Lagavulin and I'm celebrating your fallen brother.
Oh, well, thank you, Groove. Groove.
Groove, like a.
Oh, I thought he was like Groove from
Groove
Minions.
from Baltimore, baby. I sent you the pictures.
That's right. You sure did. Did you ever get to meet my brother-in-law? My brother?
No, but I am really digging this whole tribute and turning me on to these wonderful tunes. It's like, thank you. I'm going to get them.
Well,
I need them. This is wonderful. He was amazing.
Spread the word. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it because he's my brother. I said it before, when I would always turn people onto his music, but it means a lot to me more than ever now that other people, if you don't know, that they get to discover what a beautiful singer-songwriter he was, and I appreciate you doing that, man. Spread the good word. And have you? This is a weird question. Have you lost someone? Do we need to raise a glass, not just for Pat, but for someone in your life,
brother? I've lost many. I've been in entertainment for like 40 years. Trust me, I've lost many. So I'm with you. I've been sending you all love all week. It sucks, but you take the good and you spread it, and you make other people happy.
Yeah.
So
that's what Pat
thanks
would have
for
wanted.
what you're doing,
Thank you.
and I really feel for you. I really feel for you, brother.
Thanks, Groove.
I thank you so much, Groove. I'm going to pour myself a little top off as we're getting towards the end of the show, and I appreciate you. And another one to Pat.
Okay. A few more calls. Let's go. Let's move it.
It's Rocktails. Who are you? Where are you calling from? What are you drinking?
Hey guys, it's Jen from Detroit, and I've just completed a 7 Daughters bottle of Moscato.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
She's got a sweetheart.
I've been on hold for an hour and 25 minutes, so I've had some time on my hands.
Well, Jen, thank you for calling. Did you ever get a chance to meet the very beautiful, very handsome, very talented Patrick Muldon?
Very beautiful indeed, and honestly, I just actually I have to thank you guys. I mean, I saw him on days. I saw him on Melrose Place. I saw him in Starship Troopers. He was just the hot guy in every room, right? But I got to know, and I called him Patty in the chat. Like, I got to know Patty just a little bit, but I never had a chance to meet him. But it was through you guys that I got to know him a bit. And all of us rockaholics, we've been talking about it. And we just want you all to know that you are surrounded in love.
Appreciate it.
And that, you know, what friends or not friends, whatever, just people that watch your show and call in, we all love you guys and Pat, because he was first and foremost hilarious. And last year when he was on and I started listening to his music and I fell in love with it, I love the singer-songwriter style of music. And honestly, Great Again is my favorite of his songs.
Oh.
We'll play it.
Wow.
Let's play it. It
It's
fucks
a
you
really,
up.
really amazing song. Yes, it does.
Well, if you had any Moscato left, I would say raise a glass.
Thank you, Jen.
No, I actually saved enough for a toast. So this is to Patty, to Bobo, and we love you.
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
We have the best. Our rockaholics are the best. Oh, here we go.
Starchild, do you have any thoughts about?
Yeah, Starchild.
We haven't even asked
Yeah.
Starchild about Big Pat, about Bobo, about
Starchild.
Shay.
How do you feel about Patrick's passing? I mean, I know how much you love great singer-songwriters.
I left there speechless.
Yeah, that's how I'm still speechless many moments.
We've shared a love of music.
Right.
Yeah, both
Well,
you and
did
Pat.
you guys ever work together? I mean,
Yeah.
you guys have been in LA for a long time.
Forget about it.
Oh, how did Pat not tell me? I mean, Pat loved Kiss.
I think Starchild was on the episode of Saved by the Bell.
That Pat, when he was breaking up with Kelly Kapowski.
And he made out with Tiff Thiessen, or he kissed her in the break room or whatever.
Starchild, you were on that episode?
Respect, man.
I think so.
Fuck yeah, I did not. I'll have to go back and watch that.
Richard's just an awesome guy. I love him.
I get it. You and Richard are so tight. Fuck. Just wish that I had that.
Ian
same-
Asbury,
Yeah.
do you have anything to say about your time with Patrick Muldoon?
Head of the turtle.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, all right. One more call. I want to get home to my family. All of this actually makes me miss them more. And it's Rocktails. Who are you? Where are you calling from? What are you drinking? Hi, Roz.
She's
Is that
very
you?
distant.
Talking on the phone.
I just want to give my condolences.
Thank you, Roz.
Give my best to Miss Shanna. I know everyone's feeling. You know, it's been a year since I lost my mom.
I know you know a little bit of this pain.
Yeah, I have so many questions though, because like I said, I only saw Starship Troopers. That's the only place I knew Sir Patrick from, and but the music is tremendous. And did he make those records before he started acting or after he started acting?
You know, Pat always had a guitar in his hands, and I think that's the beautiful thing about Patrick. He was playing at the SC football, and of course he's very handsome, and he had an opportunity to model, and he was doing huge campaigns for Calvin Klein. Among there's lots. I mean, he's led so many lives. I think he was never a vain person. I think, did not even necessarily realize, in my opinion, how it's just effortless. I mean, the guy it was magical, really. And he always loved music. He loved Jim Morrison. He loved the Doors. I can list hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bands. But how I kind of remember him is the specificity of certain tracks. He had this analytical mind about the music. He's an amazing actor and a great producer.
I don't really know him as an actor, which is wild. I know the music, and that's I don't know why I prefer actors who do music, but I really dig that.
Well,
download Dirty Hands tonight.
Yeah, watch Apple
TV.
It's the last movie that he made, Dirty
Or
Hands.
Amazon.
Yeah, you can check that out. But I kind of see his soul as more of like a musical soul, although he gave so much in his acting career. He'd walk in the room.
His true love was music.
I think so.
That's cool. Well, I'm assuming he started as a musician, then went into acting, right?
I think it's all of it, all at once.
All at once.
Because Big Pat and Deanna, they were always playing music. I mean, I've heard the legendary story of one of one of his early memories. Big Pat got his like super expensive sound system, and they would sit and listen to records. And of course, Big Pat has great
Big Pat
music.
is a huge music fan.
Yeah, and devoted to music. So the two of them, you'd hang out at the Muldoons. It would be, them in recent years yelling at Siri to play this track, and then them challenging each other with different music, and it's the entire world of music, from Croatian folk tunes to the best guitar players. I mean, one of the
Joe Bonamassa is the big one for Big Pat.
For Big Pat, for sure. But the track that really recently just made the rounds again and again and again. Can you get the cover of "Rain on Me" that Eddie Vedder did? Like this, we've listened to, and again, the conversations are intense around a track. When I don't talk about music like this. We do a music show. These guys, try to learn everything about, all the minutia. They're like Eddie Trunk on every single track. You know what I mean? Really.
That's cool, though. That's great.
And
Patrick got to meet Eddie Vedder.
Yeah. And by the way, classic Pat move. This was a fun story. They're all taking pictures, and then his friends know, we just need to make sure there's just one with Pat and Eddie. And Pat, is such a ham because he knows it's his moment to have a pic with Eddie, and it's priceless. The picture's amazing. But this version, listen to this for a second, you guys.
I think it's a nice way to wrap up.
The last track I know we have to play before we go.
Okay.
This hits hard. All right. Roz, I love you. Thank you for calling.
Love you guys. Just give my best to Miss Shanna. Thank you guys for letting us do this. We're here for you guys. We love you guys, okay?
Thank you.
Take care, bud.
Thanks, Ross.
I feel like I'm overwhelmed now, but I want to share. The Muldoon family is so beautiful, and I mean, I think about Deanna, who is the rock of the family, and her and Pat, the love that they have, they've been together forever. They are really to be admired. And they've taught me so much. The whole family's, been a real blessing. But this particular track brought so much happiness to all of them. And I think it's not just a great song. It's an amazing song. But the impact that this song had on Deanna and Pat Sr. and how much they love it only makes the song more of why it was Patrick Muldoon's, television actor Patrick Muldon, producer, rock star extraordinaire, supermodel Patrick Muldon. This track has tremendous meaning. So why don't we go out with My Girl, right? Shocker. That's his favorite song of all time. And I'm going to put together a playlist of tracks that Pat liked because I have to do it for myself, and I'll share it with you guys if you feel so inclined. Check it out. Check out those tracks. But this really, I've heard this so many times in the presence of the entire Muldoon family, and we all kind of sit there, look at each other, and it's one of the best memories. My kids love it. Yeah. Pat, it makes no sense, I'm torn between saying Gone Too Soon because that's how a part of me feels that way. But then a part of me feels like, you know, you're such a fucking superstar and you're supernatural now. You know, you've gone supernova. There's a part of me that knows that you're in a better place. I don't know even what I'm saying anymore. I just miss you so much, and I can't make sense of it. But thank you all so much for trying to help make sense of these moments. We all go through it. It's a fucking part of life, and it's a shitty part of life. So I just want to say God bless to anyone who's going through these moments. God bless Pat. God bless my whole family. It makes me think of the people that didn't know Patrick. You missed out. And if you got to know him a little bit more tonight, that makes me happy. Because he was just the best of the best of the best and a kung fu badass. and I don't know how we're gonna just soldier on as best as we can without one of the greats in our lives. So my last toast of the night on this show to Patrick Muldon. Cheers, guys. Cheers. You can't do that with the... Here, drink that. I'm not cheersing. You out of your mind? You got a little something in there? Is there enough in there?
What do you got?
Oh, yeah.
Naughty Gotti, handsome British guy. All of you rockaholics out there, remember to drink irresponsibly, responsibly, and to rock out with your cocktails out. And whenever you think about it, please raise a glass to the incomparable Patrick Muldoon. That'll make my heart smile. So, cheers, everyone.